age after age, and it's going to be happening on both sides here in Kawasan, as we have an HRE mirror matchup.
A punishing mirror it is, KP. It's really a place where efficiency, small things going in one's favor can easily swing the entire game in one's favor. Such a delicate balance between these two civilizations. You miss micro once, you lose a prelate, could be game over for you, easy peasy.
The funny thing to think about, actually, with this matchup on a map like Kawasan, this could be decided in Dark Age. Just let that sink in for a moment. Like, we don't get to say that often with the HRE, but if they both get baited into massing Spearmen, it could actually come down to something as simple as that.
Yeah, it could come down to just sheer micro of Spearman and the Prelate. And it looks like we do have a dock being planned here by 1puppypaw, same as the idea by Beastyqt. They will be sharing pawns as well, so all is set up for potential Spearmen to appear here in Dark Age, and as you said, possibly prolong that Dark Age for quite a while.
Here's a small detail that could matter. Beasty is slower to build up his dock. 1puppypaw should be able to get his first fishing boat out faster. Should allow him to escalate to feudal a bit quicker. Also, if you look at the layout of the fish, like, I think neither of them has a closer first fish. So you can't even argue Beasty gets a backwards advantage in that regard.
No, in fact, the fish is as even as possible here when it comes to the distance to the starting dock. So really, the only difference here is that, as you said, 1puppypaw is a little faster when it comes to moving out for a dock. So he's going to have a bit of a head start when it comes to fishing ship production.
So let's just go and walk away from our PCs for 10 minutes. The pace is going to do the same thing. We'll be back in time for Imperial Age, right? No? Oh, okay.
Nope.
Lidicor was
we can't
laughing.
take a break.
I got up to leave. I'd actually got up to leave. Like, we know how this goes.
You gotta stay because you never know what you're going to experience with these two players.
Fine. I guess maybe there's the potential for outpost rushing. Outside that, I've got a feeling that neither of them are actually going to build a military unit on land until Castle Age.
You are saying that, but there is the barracks coming up for Beastyqt, and he's realizing something critical here. He has the majority of the sheep. Under the town center of 1puppypaw, there is barely any sheep left. So if he can put up good levels of aggression against that dog, he could easily starve 1puppypaw out of food rather swiftly.
You're welcome. I was just cursing in to make sure we got some spears. Now we'll have to see if 1puppypaw goes to them as well. Keep in mind they both went for one scout, so 1puppypaw doesn't have this info. By the time he realizes it, by the time the first spearman arrives at his dock, he's already going to be at deficit of about 4 spears.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? And we have to keep in mind, as he's coming in with the walls.
He's like, oh, no. I don't want to have a melee mosh pit with you, Beastie. Okay, I don't know if they're playing on European servers right now. Let's just use that excuse. Ping. He doesn't want to play because ping. I, of course, don't know what server they're playing on right now. I believe it rotates, right? Each game between the two.
Look at the sheep. He's trying to make the sheep die. He's actually killing the sheep in place of the walls. If you do that, you can't place walls on top of dead animal bodies. That's why he's doing it.
Papa Beastie, why? He says he gets hit by his owner. Yeah, but let's keep in mind, 1puppypaw can still wall around this, right? It's a little bit less efficient.
You are saying that, but look at the spearman coming in. It's a delay.
Hurry, Puppy! This isn't going to be fast enough. He actually need to do the walls close to the east side, so Beastie is going to get in time. 1puppypaw just has this very weird-looking wall. It looks like a Z for you might be put asleep by how long this one spearman will take to burn this down.
Oh yeah, new spearman coming in here. Oh, there's a whole KP. Oh no!
Oh, hole in the wall and soon to be holes in your ships because of that mistake there. This is problematic.
Is it though? He's already on the way to feudal age. He's gonna rush the Archon Chapel up. He won't be able to afford a galley straight away, but that's the goal. He wants to squeeze out a galley before the dock gets burned down, and I think he's on course to be able to accomplish that.
You are an ambitious man, Lidicor. You're a very positive thinker. I have a feeling that 5 spearmen, if they just start now, are going to torch this down, because even after you complete the tech up, galley takes 45 seconds.
Yeah,
wait,
assuming that you have 5 spearmen torching it down, yeah. One of them was... One is chilling at home, I think.
Why? Oh, God. Whoops.
Still, I think should be enough. You see, now you have 6 spears nearby.
Okay, he's got the scout as well. I am not convinced.
It's too late for the galley. Keep in mind, folks, that you can't use the bug where you just place a bunch of buildings, or at least building foundations in a chain to use emergency repairs. You need this building connected to have emergency repairs, so that's not gonna be a thing. And the dock should likely go down before the first galley pops out.
I would actually allow it simply because he'd have to have so much wood to do it that it wouldn't happen anyway. But the galley, this is gonna be tight. I think it's gonna be like 3 seconds out. Oh my goodness. That stings.
Yeah.
Galley.
No! And the villager was spotted. That second dock is not going up, KP. Beast is gonna deny that too.
That is the second time today that has happened, Lytical. Less than a second over a critical production that would maybe allow a recovery. And now he has no recovery. This lake is no longer his. Not only that, Beasty has military force in the field. 1puppypaw has 0.
Oh, it's so painful for Puppy. As you said, just a couple of seconds away was he from getting that galley, and if that goes up, Beast's fishing eco would be history. Such a small detail, yet could have an immediate impact on the game here.
This is a snowball. You mentioned at the start, small differences make the mile. Now, how about this for a difference? 1puppypaw has no choice but to go into archers in an HRE mirror.
Boar was aggro to kill the villager a little faster. Now at least the spearman's gonna get eaten alive as well, so I guess it's 1 for 1.
Yeah, but I'm thinking
Boar?
more about the upside of...
Boar?
Where?
He's done. He's no longer hungry.
Pum was like, hey, that dock looks real attractive. I'm just going to stare at it while I get stabbed. Okay. Bit weird, but you know what's even weirder is this build into the archery range. Like 1puppypaw, it makes sense to counter the spears, but I'm just looking at that lake. How many fishing boats? 9, I think? This is going to be a very quick castle age for Beasty.
It is, and this setup here, the momentum he has, the fact that his opponent is going for archers, this is screaming for a Burgrave Palace if you think about it. What would 1puppypaw do against a flood of men-at-arms in this situation?
Run. That's the only thing you can do. That is the one advantage you have. Archers do move quicker than men-at-arms, but that's about it. Speaking of those archers, they don't move quick enough here. Dude, the micro from Beasty on point. He's getting a lot of value out of these spears. That's it. GG.
Yep.
No point waiting around. 1puppypaw realizes momentum's not on his side, and we know that if you don't have momentum against Beasty, you're going to be playing a slog you don't want any part of. So quick GG, and we'll move on to game 3.
In just less than 10 minutes, Beastyqt was able to strike back, and as you said, it came down to small details here in Dark Age. Essentially decided by the time his opponent reached Feudal Age, and 1puppypaw knew fully well that Beast is gonna be able to afford Castle Age faster. He's gonna pick up relics, he's gonna flood with the Burgrave. So many things open up with the HRE as you reach Castle Age, and this is not something that 1puppypaw will ever be able to match. Knows fully well he got set back in a mirror matchup too much, and just decides to go for game number 3.